Here we go again in Aurora. The city's been without a permanent police chief since April, using former Chief Dan Oates in a temporary role. But now his time is up.
Well, the city is now considering hiring a second interim police chief. Denver7 Investigates has learned Art Acevedo is in discussions to take this position. Acevedo previously served as police chief in Miami, Florida, and Houston and Austin, Texas.
All right, Denver7 Investigative reporter Jennifer Kowaleski broke this story. What is going on in Aurora?
And Shannon, there is a lot going on in Aurora. We've confirmed through two sources that Acevedo met with city officials today, but there is not yet a formal agreement. Acevedo would take over for current interim chief Dan Oates, who is slated to step down later this year. Tonight we're digging into his record to give you a better idea of who he is.
I piss off the left and the right, to be honest with you, because they're both, when they're an extreme. But service is in my heart, and making a difference is in my heart.
Art Acevedo has never shied away from speaking his mind. It's this trait that made him into a national name, and at times a controversial police chief.
I'm a little fearless, to be honest with you. I'm not sure I would hire myself.
In Houston, during the George Floyd protests, he butted heads with city and state leaders as well as former President Donald Trump. He was also the first Hispanic chief in the department's history. Acevedo later made headlines as police chief in Miami for a comment he made about the police force being run by the Cuban mafia. Acevedo, who was born in Cuba, called the comment an attempt at humor. He was fired after less than a year. He later sued for wrongful termination. At the same time, Acevedo has earned high praise for his work, with the mayor of Miami calling him, quote, the Tom Brady and Michael Jordan of police chiefs. Aurora's city manager can hire Acevedo as interim chief without a vote of the city council. He would need a council majority vote to become permanent chief. But Ann and Shannon, again, sources are telling us that there is no formal agreement between the two sides right now. But we are hearing that if those interviews go well, he could be named interim chief as early as tomorrow.
All right.
We know he'll be watching.
Yeah. Thank you, Jen, for your work on that. And this news comes a little more than 2 months after Aurora restarted its process to find a new police chief. The search was plagued by controversy surrounding the lack of diversity among the finalists. Well, Dan Oates, as we said, has been serving as the interim chief since Vanessa Wilson was fired as chief in April.
And let's give you some more context on how we got to this point. Aurora's police department has gone through several big controversies really over the past 20 years. So let's begin in March of 2005. Police Chief Ricky Bennett stepped down following his department's handling of the case of Brent Brents. He was a convicted child molester who later raped several women after a delay in getting an arrest warrant for him. Dan Oates took over for Bennett. He led the department through the Aurora Theater shooting. But in 2013, his department accidentally destroyed DNA tests linked to rape investigations. He stepped down in May of 2014 to take a position in Miami Beach. And his replacement was Nick Metz, who was named chief in January of 2015. And Metz was chief when Elijah McClain was killed and when a police officer was found passed out drunk in a patrol car. That officer kept his job and was never charged. Chief Vanessa Wilson took over for Metz after he retired in September of 2019, and she was fired back in April, citing concerns over her overall management and leadership. Former Chief Oates has been her replacement in the interim.